Hello, everybody. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. I'm going to do just a short little video this morning on based off a Facebook post I thought was interesting concerning burglary of a habitation in Texas, and it starts with this meme here where it says the left, and this is really, I don't want to make this Democrats versus Republicans or anything like this, because this is really about lawbreakers against law-abiding citizens. But anyway, it says the left, if you kill somebody breaking into your house, it's because you value your things more than someone's life. And then it says me, Exodus 22:22, New King James Version, the Bible says, if the thief is found breaking in and he is struck so that he dies, there shall be no guilt for his bloodshed. Okay, so that's just, I shared that meme or whatever. I wrote at the top, everybody has a right to protect their life and property, including me in my home at 3802 Fair Circle, Midland, Texas. This is even if your home has $1 million underground home in the backyard that was used for oil show parties and where a young girl was murdered at in 2010. So I shared that yesterday, okay? And as I said, this is going to be short. Here's an Autumn Renee Keller. She said, if they break into your house while you are there, they probably aren't really just there just for burglary. It's stupid to not shoot someone if they break into your home while you're there. Okay. And so that's her comment. And here's my reply. And this is pretty much just a short read. I'm going to read it to you, and then that's going to be the video. And then we can talk about it if you want, what you think about burglary habitation, specifically in Texas. In Texas, burglary means to enter a habitation without permission with the intent to commit a felony, theft, or assault. These criminals are not stealing TVs and stuff, but services such as electricity, heating, cooling, and shelter. So they are stealing. They are breaking in a private home, entering without permission, and they're stealing. They're also involved in felony stalking, spying, hacking, and of course murder and attempted murder. In a normal home invasion and burglary situation, then the owner has the right to protect their life and property with deadly force. And that's where a burglar breaks into the window and comes in to steal the TV or whatever. This is based on what is called the Castle Doctrine, as in a man's home is his castle. Y'all can Google that. I don't think that is the answer in this unique situation, since it involves a large group of corrupt police that are secretly working with these criminals. That's here in, what has been found out here in Midland. The reason the murder attempt is a capital crime because it was done during the commission of a felony, okay, which is burglary of a habitation. We've already been over that definition. That means it carries life in prison, and there's no statute of limitations. That means, it don't matter if we got a corrupt DA and corrupt police that are obstructing justice and tampering with evidence and lying and and attacking the crime victim and all that. Sooner or later, rule of law is going to come around, and the law says that this carries life in prison. This is a capital crime. You can't break into private homes and murder people. It's against the law. Importantly, they could charge all parties involved, such as the many people who were in the underground home in the backyard, without being invited. They had no permission from me to be here at my home. I said this before, 5 people break in a home, 1 person shoots the homeowner, all 5 are charged with murder. The other 4 go, I didn't kill anybody, it's not fair, I'm getting charged with murder. Well, that's how it is, 3, 5, don't matter. If you were with the party breaking into the private residence and one of them shoots the owner, all of them are charged. So no matter how many people are in my underground home in the backyard, they had no permission from me to be here. They were the murder party. They were all together. So that's why it's important for them. They're either witnesses, accomplices. That's why they should be reporting this capital violent crime. Interestingly, I first reported somebody in my attic in 2011, and then I was ambushed and shot in 2012 with burglar alarms going off in my attic. Now I've documented almost 50 other homeowners reporting people in the attic across the nation, and a dozen addresses in Midland, and another dozen in Odessa. This is widespread racketeering and organized crime with thousands of burglaries, thefts, and murders happening every day, thanks to public corruption and a corrupt press that has hidden these facts from the public. Okay? On the night that I was ambushed and shot by somebody under my home with burglar alarms going off my attic, there was a burglar trapped in my guest bathroom, and I was on the other side of the door with a gun and every right to protect my life and property. I found out that I had survived this capital murder attempt that these criminals were working with a large group of corrupt police who I nicknamed the secret police since they hid their identity like coward criminals for 7 years. Okay, this is a unique situation since it's known these criminal killers are using corrupt police to break into private homes and kill one homeowner after another. I believe they murdered the guy who lived here before me. Of course, it's now known there's $1 million underground home in the backyard that was put in for the Vice President of the United States in the 80s. That was George H.W. Bush. And then used for the famous and wild oil show parties. Okay, multiple people documented saying underground homes and tunnels are here. And you can see where one of them is on Google Maps. You know, there is no doubt that that's here and that's what it's used for. I was told about a young girl being murdered at one of those oil show parties in 2010 by my friend Angie, and the young previous owner of my home is suspected of being murdered here the week before the 2008 oil show party started. Okay. I don't believe the answer to solving this nationwide problem of secret police-assisted criminals is by shooting one of these homeowners, Okay, now I've got to rewrite that because right. I just what I want to say is I don't believe the answer to solving this nationwide problem of secret police assisted criminals is by shooting one of these criminals or the homeowner shooting one of these criminals, and that would probably result in them murdering me and covering it up like they tried to do in 2012. And then I have a video, real important video called During the Commission of a Felony. And I named it that because I was shot during the commission of a felony. And that's what makes that a capital crime. That's when it goes to be a life sentence. That's when there's no statute of limitations because it's a capital crime. Why is it capital? Because it was done during the commission of a felony. What was the felony? Burglary of a habitation. They entered without permission. Here it is. This is Texas law, Penal Code 30.02, burglary. A person commits an offense without the effective consent of the owner, enters a habitation or a building not open to the public with the intent to commit a felony, theft, or assault. Okay. Also here, enters a building and commits attempts of felony, theft, or assault. For the enter means to intrude any part of the body as physical object connected with the body, such as the gun. They were under my home with a gun. Okay. Texas Penal Code, theft of services, 3104. A person commits theft of services if with intent to avoid payment for service that the actor knows is provided only for compensation, such as the shelter, light, electricity, heating, cooling. I've estimated that when they rig one of these private homes so they can enter it without being seen, and they stay in the attic and they steal the heating, the cooling, and the electricity, then that's saving them probably about $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month in room and board, whatever. It's like free room and board for life. They don't pay no taxes, they don't pay no rent, and all they got to do is pay for the bullets to kill the homeowner, or pay for the secret police that they're paying off to help cover up these violent crimes. What do y'all think? This is Buddy Way of Midland, Texas.